and be cool with myself. Are you cool with yourself, man? Do you want to come in closer so you can see my beautiful forehead better? Well, I could tell you one thing, that I won't be sounding this good. I could be sounding this good, but I need to smoke up this Durban poison, and this Durban poison causes me to sound like your grandpa, who sound like someone who's had a cough for years. Sounds like a bad smoking cough. You know, it's gotta get, I mean, after a while you don't hear it, bro. And if I'm talking fast enough, within my minute, you ain't hearing it. So the point of talking fast is to move past your flaws. And we all know you got way more flaws than any of us have. I mean, let's just get that fact. F-A-C-T. Straight. I mean, all you gotta do is open up your mouth and it starts reminding me of a flaw. It's like, huh, you know, in my mind, I don't want to speak out because I am a person with manners. I sit there with a fork and knife in hand. I'm not someone who's going to speak openly. No, I will go back to my studio and speak on it publicly. And you will be the first one to know whenever you hear it. Because I do not go out of my way to hurt you. It's not what I'm here for. But thank you for being a great example of life. Thank you for showing me the way, Pops. Thank you for showing me what 2 plus 2 is, kindergarten teacher. And is that the side of the fence you're on? Or are you just a bad mother sucker? Like the owner of Relatable Studios. Cause shit, homie, we got rhymes for days. Roll you up in a carpet and push you over a cliff. Top shit. So hot that we decided to have a speak out party just with myself. There needs to be no one with me talking to the walls, exercising my multi-personality disorder for Hollywood. You know, I'm just putting myself out a good word out there since, you know, a blogger. I'm just making money, man. Making the bones, making dollar bills. Just underrating the whole thing, bro. People say that I have an overinflated forehead. What do you call my last 5 minutes, man? I've been sitting here talking. In people who teach forgiveness. There's the same people who teach that, you know, family is the best. But why do I feel the most tension? Why do I feel most awkward? Why do I feel like you would be the first person to hold me back? Why? It's talking about helping each other. Help me with my marketing first. And if you graduate that, then I might think you got a brain cell or two. If you can figure that one out, then I might, you know, listen to something that you got to say that is concerning you. But if you can't do that, you know, I ain't got the time, man. I'm gonna go sit and watch some documentaries about aviation. That's way more important than listening to someone who don't give a damn about anything I did before, but just all of a sudden care out of the blue. That's crazy, man. What do you call those people? Vultures? Salesmen? zombies. What do you call those people, man? Who don't care about anything you've done, but just they care about this topic now all of a sudden. And they even don't even know what's going on. Like, no one's watching over this person. They're just oblivious to the facts that's in front of their face, and somehow they feel compelled, like an autistic child, more or less obligated to do God's work and intervene as if they're an angel and they know what's right from their location, information, sickness, disease, and it's just nonstop. So I've learned just to keep your head down. I don't need friends because I got a microphone and a wife and pets. I mean, if I really wanted friends, I would go look for them, but there's reasons why I don't. It's a risk. My doctors don't even want me to have a lot of friends. And me having this right here, my doctors watch me. I mean, my doctors are responsible. Even if I go in there and say, even though I feel like I've been raised some red flags already, I have to take charge of my pain. And I have to say things correctly to not make it look like I am drug seeking. For one, it's in the MRI, okay? So I feel better talking about my doctor because they've got some proof that there is pain there, 4 bulging discs and a botched spine L4, L5 surgery, and there's a hot spot of pain. I can point to it every single time. So it's obvious. I live the signs of someone who is living severe chronic pain. Look what it's doing to me. I can't even work in here for a few hours anymore. Remember when I could do those 12-hour days? Remember that? No way. I could not do that right ever. I could maybe come in here and do a beat CD, and everything's done remotely now. So that's nice. I'm glad I looked out for myself as if I saw the future and what was coming, and still do what keeps me alive, and still talking to the world as if I'm a part of it. Because people need to see me, people need to hear me. And that's the struggling part. Because for me, I'm like, man, I need to go in there more often. Otherwise, people start to think. And there's a part of me that's like, I don't give a crap what you think. And then there's a part of me that's like, if I don't go in there, some stupid shit's gonna happen. Unnecessary shit. And I got a lot of people who secretly watch me, who secretly pay attention to me. I have a lot of people, man. And I was like, when my live stream was on all the time, I would never have any messages come from anyone. And then, let's say I would turn off the 24-hour live feed system to go do some computer work. And, 8 hours later, I probably get a text from someone who I haven't got a text in from the last time that my stream went down. And so, people are there. They're trying not to pay attention. I don't know why you're trying to pay attention. I mean, I want you to pay attention. This isn't some secret. I would love it if you could, come out of the closet and be like, yo, I'm a watcher. I'm a watcher of this show, and I'm not embarrassed. What's there to be embarrassed of, bro? Like, really? I got I don't know how I can embarrass myself on here. I could probably, like, there is nothing that I could embarrass myself. I could pull off my shirt and show you my perfect pecs. I could bend over a bit, you know, like I'm picking something off the floor. That might cause some little embarrassment. But other than that, like, I don't go around thinking about what you think about me. I hope you think the best for me, and I'm not trying to go out there and be like, ruin my reputation. I try hard to maintain a reputation, and I try hard to make sure that you know who I am, and you're not guessing who I am. I hate it when people guess who I am, because then they get it wrong, and they're like, intervention. But when people know who I am, intervention would never cross your mind. And, I was almost pissed off. I was pissed off. I was screaming at people. It's like I was in disbelief, and then they took that as I got defensive. Because I guess someone in the group says, well, if he gets defensive, then it's true. No, I got defensive because I wasn't doing anything wrong, and here I am being accused of this shit. That's the worst thing ever, man. But what I thought was the best thing ever was I didn't do anything wrong. And, then I start to think, I must got some haters out there who hate me. Here I am just trying to survive every day, taking these damn pills, and still they're not doing their job almost. Because remember, we're doing the medicine change, and what I wanted to see happen is me get taken off those 12-hour extended release morphines, because they're making me itch, and I don't want to take them anymore because I itch, man, like nonstop itch. If you look at my back's all scraped up because I do good on low doses, but high doses, I have a real itching problem. So, reason not to overtake. Maybe something you guys didn't know about some of this medication is sometimes you don't want to take more. It's got more problems when you take more than if you don't. So pain management for amateurs. So you're on a strict schedule. That's why when I did the pill count the other day, it was spot on. And I didn't do a pill count before because I believed. I didn't set it up and be like, I'm going to show them. No, this is my first month on hydromorphone, so I don't have any extras of that laying around for sure. I look fantastic. She looks fantastic. And yesterday we just got done yesterday we did an 8, 6. We got 6 hours of content from yesterday's hard work. And now we are celebrating because CJ021 is now in rotation. Hallelujah. So maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe it's already there. But if you go in YouTube or something, type in CJ021, you could find it. But it will be there shortly. Technology is going real quick. So once the CD is approved yesterday, I hit like, okay, everything's cool. It looked good. I didn't misspell any words like hookah. It used to take like a week a year ago. Now it takes less than a day. Huh. Just imagine what the world will be like 10 years from now, man. 10 years. Just so much change in just 1 year. So this is the after party that I've been talking about, and we've loaded some I'll show you here. So we have a little stash in there because the holes were too big, so we had to lay down some tin foil and then poke some little holes in here. We just put this on top so it doesn't rob me all of the product, and we just sit here and puff on stale smoke, and you just light it like you would a regular bowl. Oh man, it tastes bad. My wife's getting a brand new one next month, so we'll have to show you sometime. She's gonna buy one from the hookah bar we go to. They got nice hoses, nice things, and then they give you these plastic, like, that you put on here so you don't get everyone's germs. That comes in a wrapper, almost like a straw. But you put that little tiny straw on the end of their thing, and then that's how it works. So, like, you go to a hookah bar, it's fairly expensive, and they be selling, not weed. They don't sell you weed or stuff like that, but they got, I guess it's called, oh man, it's like flavored tobacco with stuff. It's like Keisha. I totally said that wrong. But you buy them boxes that look like cigarettes, and then you put it in here. You put this over. It comes in fairly wet, so it takes a while to get it going. But once it's going, then like this thing's cooking up stir fry, and it's smoking, so it never goes out, and that's why this thing's on top. And it pulls it through. This thing's full of water. And you could even do another hose over here. There's even like an airflow thing. So we're just celebrating, man. Good times. We were playing some video games before. Put a TV in here finally, so I'm going to show you my GTA 5 skills, just like my studio skills. Not here to say anything, man. I'm just smoking my weed. But you can say it for me. Damn, man. I want to be a part of that crew. You mean my crew? Damn, that's shy on me, but it's... This session's called LGCD 434.9. Hookah up. For later. It hurt for a while. Eventually it brought you down, but imagine yourself years upon years of that and what the psychological effects. Like you're trying not to become the effects from the psychological impact. That's because it's like, yo, that's collateral damage. You just, something comes with it. But yo, at least I'm not crying every day now. And just like the rest of my pills, like when I started on this narcotic lifestyle, it's not something I wanted. As a kid, I wished it, so it's ironic that somehow I got it now. Is it a lifelong curse? Do we put ourselves through this? I don't know. But who wants? Seriously, level 10 pain. When you feel it, it's like, damn, that's the worst shit ever. You know, it comes to a point like, did I break something? You start questioning the injury. And that's the mindset we get ourselves to when you take me off of pain drugs. Like, you can do it for a while, yeah, but you start losing sleep, you get woken up from it, your whole lifestyle is changed from a sliver that MRIs can't find in your spine. It sucks. So, here we are on all these drugs. And I don't know if I asked for it. I just wanted, I wanted that day when I carried up the TV to go away. But ever since that day, I've been in pain. And I haven't not been in pain for like 10 years. Because this injury happened in 2009. So, but it fast forward 10 years and look who I am now. Look who I was before. So do I really want to complain? Because maybe this injury made who I am. Maybe it's the disabilities in my life that made the successes. Maybe that's how I should look at it. Versus everything positive and everything negative. Maybe it's the negative that influences the positive, and it's the positives that can influence the negatives. So, if you get your mind twisted in the right direction, when you clock in, something happened, you know, desk fell apart and everything crashed to the floor. What mood should RoboCop go into? Should he be in, like, hysterical screaming, fight or life, or should he be like, ah, shit. All right, you know, like, show's over. We gotta fix it. So, I mean, I want to get these beat CDs done because we got 47 beat CDs as is an hour apiece. And man, we just made more yesterday and the day before. We were layering quite nice. Things have been working out smoothly here lately. And I like to say it's these drugs I'm on. It's this lifestyle I've created to help the suffering. And yeah, it's suffering. If you want my lifestyle, then you also got to take the pain too. If you want to learn how to make my beats, then you also got to learn how to take the pain too. And it's when you say that then people are like, nah, you know, maybe not. Because when you start taking my life and you're like, damn, I wish I was him, you have to take in these drugs that screw up your concentration, your thought. It takes away at balconies and even beds. We got way more stuff to do up there than down here and chill with these broads. Yeah, you know you want to do it. You can get free drinks. I'll even give you like 5 free drinks. All right, yo, so you're going to take the deal? Cool, we got obstacle course on floor number 5, too. It'll be fun for you. Yeah. Oh. At the CWS Fun Center. Yeah, buy one of our t-shirts. Oh. Buy one of our caps before you go. And you can buy a DVD of you dancing. Because on floor 2.5, we got We got the dance theater. So we got YouTube channel and a whole crew. We like music video stuff. So if you want to be in a music video, just go right up to floor 2.5. And we got a whole, like, looks like Soul Train. But we getting down, man. It's okay, you're safe, because the building's made out of titanium. No planes will fly in our building. Trust me on that. Besides, we're only like 6 stories tall, 7. You're safe here with me. My insurance rates are low. Yeah, I'm balling. That's why I kid. You ever look me up online? Actually, I'm the first person they see. Cause like I'm on the doorbell. They gotta ring a doorbell and I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? What's up, bro, man? Can I get in your club? No, I mean, like, what's up with your voice, homie? Your balls dropped yet? Or who you got with you? You got any nice females? Yeah, bro, I got 15. Wow, 15 females. Camera outside. All right, everyone in here needs to take a vote. Push the green button on your app on your phone if you think that we should allow this little nerdy boy with 15 hot females into our building. Push yes if you think we should. No, and the doors were up. Bro, so it's out of my hands. All right, here we go. Oh, looks like the tally's up. Yes. Wow, man. Welcome to our club. Welcome to Great Wind Studios Club. Yeah. We got floor 5.5 we got weed furnaces. We bought bales of weed and we blow them in the furnace and we just keep that room hot box from bales of weed. I make so much money, man. Like, I'd rather spend my money here and just take a loss on the building. It gives me something to do. You know, if I'm really gonna waste my money somehow, it ain't gonna be on cocaine or drugs or heroin. It's gonna be like this, man. How about bales of weed? I blow them up in that room. You pay a small price and I take a huge loss just for the sake of doing it, because it will be here forever. That's right. It'll be here forever. You ever seen a documentary of where that one guy did? It was man, I'm gonna have to watch it again. There's this guy, and I guess he lived up in New York City. He made $1 million doing something. He closed down that business, opened up like this basement, like rave club, and then he made people sign. It did something else where like they were kept in a basement for like 2 months or something, all decked out in cameras, and he wanted to see what would happen. And then when he couldn't do that anymore, he sold. He all took it as a loss, but one business was like so great. But then he quit all that and he went and bought a farm. I think he ended up looking like Hitler at the end of the day. But yeah, it was a document. I don't know who it was. I missed the most important part. He did a documentary with his wife about being on camera 24/7. Gear, box, shift, sex with yourself as if you deserve it. So I just walk in and I see you hopping up and down on, your Honda Accord's gear shift. What am I gonna think, man? What will be your excuse? But we all know what it is. You hate yourself. You be living decades. You know what a decade is? 10 years. How many decades have you been around and you still can't drive your personal mobile? You still can't drive your SUV right. You still can't drive your vessel that God gave you. You see the engine check light on, but you just ignore it. wait for the engine and radiator to pop a fuse. That's what you are, man. You're out in front of a television because they got bills to pay. The only bill, you ain't racking up no bills, homie, so we don't deal with people like you. Like, how you gonna pay for your woman's or your gay boyfriend's meal when all you do is suck cock, dirty ass cock, in your cardboard box for a sip of Jack Daniels, playing empty dice back and forth? You know you're gonna get AIDS of the mouth and herpes. Is that what you want from your future, bro? It's like, I'm trying to help you, but I got a client over here. You know, I could probably show you his YouTube video, but you're being so difficult. I'm trying to help you, man. I got a bro over like 5 blocks down. He already made 10 videos. 10. And he made 50 cents in the last 2 days. So I mean, that guy's all about making money when he sleeps. When he wakes up and he sees another 5 cents in his account, he starts jacking off. He starts screwing a broken brick. He puts some bubble wrap that he found in a dumpster in a cement block, and he screws it until he ejaculates into the bubble wrap. Then he throws it back in the trash. That's a real man right there, man. That's a man getting excited because he 1/3 drug of choice. Sometimes all I want is my weed, yeah, but at least I come into work and make something of myself. At least I'm not trying to get AIDS around the mouth. You know, I'm trying to do what is good for the people that I pay their house payments. I got 50 people under my payroll. 25 of them have got mortgages. And let's just think, I am paying 25 mortgages. I got so many houses out there, man. I mean, are you kidding me? I got property, virtual and physical property, domain names. I got email addresses. Property, man. Merge a variable and a constant together. You have to. So, like, my library is a much better library than it was before. The other one was a bunch of different cameras, recording from the cameras, and then you got different formats, and it was a mess. So we're gonna smoke. I'm not making no big deal about this video, cause you guys will find it like immediately, real quick. Like, so what do we got here? We got some brand new Durban Poison. Durban Poison. If you notice how clear my lungs are at the moment. The doctor said at the hospital if I could stay away from smoking, that I won't be on an air machine in 10 years. I believe there's some truth to that. So there could be days when I smoke my vapor, like all day yesterday, and I can wake up and there's not all air sacs, but I could, during a point to where I breathe, you can almost mark it that you can hit the same lung sac. And there are a few that I think are either up here. So I think when it goes down, it goes over on this side first, and it's up here where it hurts. So it feels like it's interfering with the heart. But I believe it's just the heat from these vapors that killed it. So I was thinking if I could put a hose or something on to those vapors, and I mean, if it's burnt tissue, chances are it'll just scar over. So that's not bad, because I only start to feeling this burnt when I smoke a lot. Like I'm just heavy smoking, and I think that's where I start to burn my lung. So I gotta be careful on these. I don't get the same high as if I use this, but this since 2017 has really affected my lungs. I'm not sure what affected it, but something happened over the last few years. I think it's a combination of if I wasn't on these pain drugs like morphine, then the interaction isn't so bad. That's what I've noticed, but it could be wrong. That could be a wrong assessment, because I haven't been able to get off my morphine for so long. However, I notice when I do take my morphine and all those dangerous drugs, my body goes through this slight reaction of inflamed. So it gets inflamed and then it goes away, but this can confuse my body when it is in the process of interacting with the morphine, that it can confuse it, and it creates COPD symptoms. COPD symptoms could be true, but my body's just going through a reaction. I don't think my lungs are bad, but they are scarred probably from the heat and other stuff. So if anything, they're scarred from the heat. They ain't got shit. I never cough up crap. I always smoke stuff properly. And so it's just the heat that killed it. Especially when a few months ago when I did those dabs and you had to like blowtorch it and then suck it in. That was the month that I really, could feel the difference there. And you live and you learn. And now I restrict myself to these two things, and you find out what works for you, and you try to stick with it. Like if I don't do this every day, I'm okay. It seems like my body can recover. But if I start to do this every day like I start to have problems. So it's weird, Definitely that part I am different from. Oh man, what do you want on the menu? Shoots. Only when, I'm dipping my hand into something scary, like this epidemic of food stamps. Does it sweep across the nation and wake people up from their fat asses and be like, oh, damn, baby, what are we going to do? We ain't got no money. Damn, let's go to work. So they can lose their eligibility because the IRS said they made over $700 last month. That's disqualification instantly, homie. That's what Trump wants. Are you going to let him win? You going to let him win over $700? Really? You can fight through this for the $200 that you get on top of like $100 every other person. Like, you can stay under the legal limit to qualify, you and your family. Yeah, man, a job is definitely not worth it. And if Trump knows how to motivate your fat ass from buying less potato chips for your kids, then I think he's doing a good job, even though he's making me suffer. Because I'm thinking about the future. I'm not thinking about this ice cold Pepsi I had 2 years ago. Man, you should quit. Demon be gone. Demon be gone. You will not bring me to my knees. I am so much bigger than my haters. I've never had a girl tell me that my package was small. In fact, they'd never really said anything, to be honest. Oh wait, yeah, they have. They've said more on the bigger side than I've had anyone say I was small. So Jesus gifted me there. So let's figure this out. To be a gifted person, I got gifted the wife I wanted in life. I got gifted the career I wanted in life. I got gifted the dick I wanted in life. I got gifted so many things. I mean, how can I complain? You complain too much. You should be ashamed of yourself. Having to listen to all of your complaints pushes me into a suicidal state. Now I need help because of your contagious lifestyle. Like you're a walking virus. With all that negativity floating around in your vessel that Jesus gave you. This is what you do with your time. Program yourself to self-destruct, because living life is like baking a cake. You got to feed yourself the right ingredients, or you just might turn out bad. And no one's going to give you the right stuff. They're going to give you the wrong stuff included. But it's up to you to figure it out on how much good and how much bad you need on a every minute, on an hourly, on a daily, on a weekly, on a yearly. That's up to you. And that's why God gave us the ability to figure that shit out. That's why someone figured out what 2 + 2 was. Or maybe we just made up the number 2 and made up the number 4 and just connected it and says, this is what it is now. And that's what it is. Because 2 + 2 could mean 5 if we were taught that. But, it doesn't. Once you showed her what you're all about, besides some douchebag who ain't got a job, who's like so broken inside, you're worse than a gay man, bro. Look at me. Do I act gay? Nah, I am 100% authentic. Do you know what that word means? It's almost like guaranteed. Satisfaction guaranteed. So close. Alright, so what we do up here, I've been working on this piece. Let's do this so we can give ourselves some time to talk smack make fun of the world